It's come to Mirage, the third map in our first semi-final here in a very wild LANXESS arena. They found the Thundersticks and the Virtus.pro chance could it fall a little quiet over on Nuke after a success on the first map, Cobblestone. We do find ourselves in the third. Mirage, Duncan, Yanko, Semler, what do we have to say about this one? It has fallen to the third map. Virtus.pro have already proven that they are a capable side and have proven that they deserve this spot in the semi-final. Now, though, the question is can the underdog truly bite the head off of this defending world champion?
If they're going to, then they're going to have to basically do it on the best map of the defending world champion.
Wow.
Now, also the best map for Virtus.pro, though. These are two teams who have fantastic win rates on this map. Even with the slump, Virtus.pro has won 10 of their last 12 on this and won the last 6 in a row. So they feel very confident about Mirage. You go over to the SK side, though, they've won 8 out of their last 9. This is obviously the map that they very much, I mean, they won it to start out the MLG Columbus final. This used to be their map pick at many points in time until people start banning it against them. So I think both teams have to feel confident. Both teams think we're going to win right now, and it's going to be the full-on clash where you're not going to see this Nuke affair where it's a one-sided beating down as we expect in that May. And another key detail, even when Virtus.pro loses this map, always double figures, always double figures. Then you go over to the guys from SK, they're always getting these great starts on the map, so I think you combine it together, this should be an incredible third.
Could be quite the crescendo to this semi-final. Yanko, he's already hinted at it there a little bit, but SK, way back when, many organizations ago, actually forged a path into Counter-Strike Go with this map in particular. Could you maybe talk as to what happened there and how they developed into the deep map pool we see now?
Well, I think it was at a North American tournament, ClutchCon, something like that, where they actually beat the Fnatic lineup on Mirage, which was at the time Fnatic's best map. No one could even touch them on it. People usually ban it against them. So gradually, as the Brazilian team started showing up at tournaments, at majors, and securing legend spots over and over again, they had more time to practice, and that's how they eventually got to this really, really wide map pool. And what surely helps is having such talented players on the lineup.
Certainly will. I can't help but feel a little bit, it's worth mentioning that coldzera ridiculousness. You'll have seen it 1,000 times. We saw it on Mirage before. August, who would be your player to watch coming to this one? Both sides are available. We had Duncan's before. For Mirage, who is your player to watch?
Both ops.
There you go.
Cold, basically, as far as SK is concerned, Cold and Fallen, I'm going to be keeping all my eyes on them because it's a big battle right now. Teams are trying to adapt and figure out how to bring the op to the fore because it's become so standard to get those smokes from the T side to block off window, block off your information gathering points as the CT side. A lot of versatility has to come in from the oppers now to try and make themselves effective in this match. So I'll be keeping my eye on Cold and Fallen.
Now, the minds behind these players aren't necessarily always playing. We had an opportunity to take a quick couple of words with the coaches. At least Mitch is there, and he's going to give us the lowdown on what they had to say ahead of the third map.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. I did manage to get in touch with the two coaches briefly in between these two maps. We'll start it off with Zeus, I guess, from SK. He seemed pretty upbeat. He said, I think SK underestimated us a little bit on Nuke. Obviously, their performance earlier on in the tournament on that map wasn't great. But he said, we actually did show that we are very, very good at Nuke and there's no easy map against us. Now I spoke to Kuban, who was a bit sheepish, actually. He said, well, I guess maybe we really didn't practice that much for that map. We thought we'd go in and be strong on it, but I don't think we were ready for SK.
And with that said, thanks very much, Mitch. We do start talking about predictions. Thanks very much, Mitch, first of all, but also, it does seem like, VP could have been shaken by that Nuke result. They came into it with that was their map pick. They've already beaten SK on their map pick.
I don't know what sort of jip they thought they were pulling. Like, maybe we didn't even practice that map. Into the third one.
Yeah, come on now.
If I'm at the VP director, I'm like, be in my office Monday morning, Cuban.
Predictions, give it to me.
I still think SK is going to win. I mean, they've been the best team across the maps as a whole because of how VP fell down on Nuke. It's so hard to beat the guys from SK. I think VP can make this a great game, but I still got to go with the classic map for SK, and I think SK pull it out and get the third.
I agree. I feel it's going to be a replay of Columbus, where SK also lost the first map against VP, but then manages to bring it back and then win 2-1.
Yeah, exactly that. It's just, SK are the best team in the world right now. They have the mindset to close it out, coming up from behind. And so Mirage, definitely for SK, the series for SK, and we'll see them in the finals.
The desk wants to see the Brazilians have a chance to defend their world champion title here at ESL One Cologne. Standing in their path is Virtus.pro, looking to break that curse that did crop up in Columbus. We'll find out now with your casters. It's Henry G and Sadakis to guide us through our third map.
Well, just like in Columbus, Virtus.pro did manage to take a map from SK. They were the only ones to do it there. But can they do it twice in a series to try and get to the final? Mirage, it is the classic map for SK.
Absolutely. This is the map that made them famous, really. They've got to break their breakout performances. The set pieces actually define a lot of the meta and how this map should be played, which is kind of an interesting thought, as we already discussed on Nuke as well. Maybe that's something to come. But yeah, this is going to be such a great way to finish this one off. We have the great Cobble game. We went to overtime. There's definite chances of that happening here on Mirage as well. This is going to be a real nice way to finish it. I would have been a little bit sad if Nuke was the way it closed out. If it was like a quick, if that was a third map, I think that would have been a damn squib to finish things off. But this is the one map. This is where it gets really exciting. VP versus SK on their best map to finish things off, to book their place in the grand final. And here we go. VP start on the CT side. SK Terrorists, they get 4 sets of armor, and they've got a raid box as well. Cold Zera, he has a Tech 9, and he's been purchased body armor as well. So he's going to be looking to get all the fractures. Not a single smoke for the SK Gaming side. VP on the other hand, they have got a kit, a smoke, and a couple of HE grenades to go in as well. That's to stop the bomb going down if needed. We get into this one now.
As in the window, still spotting for information as Neo comes up catwalk to help support that and clear it out. But right now, very spread out SK across this map. Like you say, no smokes to work with, pistol round. But yet still trying to find some sort of opening. So slow pace pistol round to start this off. Neither team wanting to give an inch. They both know the significance. $1 million prize pool, a grand final in Cologne. And it's Liquid or Fnatic that they'll play.
So far, what a default play from SK. You can see them spread out across the map. Epinect and Taco patrolling towards A. Coldzera and Fur. They've got B on lockdown as well, and it's fallen with the bomb towards middle. They're seeing if there's any aggression towards them from the CTs, but it's Neo. He's pushed up towards short, so at least mid control has been granted towards the CTs for now. Taz in the window as well, backing him up. Looks like they will be eventually heading back towards B. They have one flashbang man, so the idea is get all your players to the B apartments. One flash goes over, and then you're bailing in. You're just completely overwhelming them with numbers. But this is a good position from Stacks. It's good to just get one kill. We won't be affected by that flash. And he can get a kill, fall back, maybe 2. USP at that range, it's almost perfect.
30 seconds, they've got to go. Snacks makes the contact play onto Taco, falls away, stays alive. Flash comes in from Pasha to support him in the crossfire. So far working out, Virtus Pro, they get 2. Next trying to pull it back, he manages to do so as the rotation comes over late from Bialy. And Cold, he's taking back Pasha down to a 2 versus 2. Remember, Virtus Pro, they've had problems on pistols. They've won 1 out of 4 so far in this series. And inside of the site, Cold's gonna hold out Taz. Bialy, he's gotta clutch this entirely, and he's got armor, but no kit to do so. In the site already, time. If he can get to kills fast enough, it may not be a factor. A good execution onto Cold Zera. It's fallen. It's going to try and wrap back around. Same position he found the first player in. How likely is it that he checks it twice? But as the time goes on, there's not at all. Fallen figures it out and takes Bialy down.
Well, we saw it build up there, the full default from SK Gaming, feeling the map out. They go towards those B apartments area. That one flash comes over, like we said, Snacks had the opportunity to get 1 kill, which he did, but it's overwhelmed. The CTs actually had numbers there as well, rotating in. Bialy comes down to the 1 versus 1, but that pistol eludes them once again. It's so difficult for them when they lose these pistols time and time again, but here we go then. The force buy does come in from the CTs. It will be the scout purchase. It's a very viable weapon on this map indeed, especially towards middle and those B apartments, many jump shot opportunities. 2 rifles for SK, 3 SMGs. See if this works out for them as we go into round number 2. They're actually focusing heavily towards the A site. Taz is dancing in front of that smoke and seeing if he can do anything with the CZ in hand. And it's Fur patrolling top middle. Probably not the most ideal weapon, probably one of the rifles up there. The Galil would be almost perfect, but here we go then. The Molotovs do start to come in as they push towards A-Rap.
Rather soon be Bialy trying to do what he can. Taz, though, takes Taco. Taz comes back around, takes Cold Zera, but Fallen there to trade it out. Flame's not inside of the sandwich position. Didn't quite go far enough on balcony and shadow either way, but as they continue to enter, they'll slow things slightly as they've done well, Virtus Pro, to slow this down. And Fur on that SMG is going to now just get to window. He catches out Pasha. Some money built up, but more importantly, the man advantage is Neo. Has to make a decision. Does he stay toward that jungle area with the Deagle or try and wrap back through the window to Connector and catch them off from somewhere they've already cleared? And that's exactly what he's going to do with the scout in hand, but good read from Fallen as he peeks back around. That Snacks damage dealt with the Deagle. He's left in a 1 versus 3.
And an opportunity now to get the perfect plant down, and the Snacks and no grenades or defuse get very difficult for him to do anything. But what's Fur playing at? There's no reason for him to push that whatsoever. That's giving them a Mac 10, and he's like, oh, I can't win the round, but I'll take that SMG all day long. He'll fall back now, try and save this weapon. But SK Gaming with a great approach there. I feel like that's a little bit of a blunder for him.
There was no need at all to go through that window. He just sit on the inside and watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Could have held the tight angle, watch him rotating back towards B, then he'd at least know where he is. He pushes through at a very horrible angle to actually get through, and the round's won regardless, but it's a needless mistake, and we go into round number 3 with a MAC-10 save for Snax. You saw how SK were approaching that one, get control of A, 4 players towards the A ramp, and then using the Molotovs effectively, flush out any close-range CT players. Taz does make things a little bit interesting with 2 frags, but ultimately it's SK winning this round.
Snax may actually pick up one more here. FNX, it's an AK as well. If he can get it with the MAC-10, he needs to chase him down. That gives away the position. He wants the AK desperately, Snax, but he's not going to get it. And in doing so, he's also lost the MAC-10.
It wouldn't have been a massive asset to take into this round, to be fair. Like the MAC-10 against armored players, we discussed it so many times. But it's better than nothing, right? It's better than just a USB or a PT-50. So it's certainly an interesting note, but ultimately that AK, had he found it, would have been absolutely fantastic. Could have had a real chance of doing something this round. But this is the redundant round. It means that VP don't really have anything to work with. 4 default pistols and the PT-50 in the hands of Bialy. They have 1 flashbang. It's almost guaranteed that SK will win this round. They have 2 SMGs. Those MAC-10s are very good at entering the bomb sites with close range angles. You can farm cash with those as well. $600 per kill. So at this point, it's another default coming in. coldzera hold towards middle with that rifle in hand this time. And Taka a little bit aggressive towards the lower ramp, trying to get information. Does put a couple of players there. So this is actually an A stack. So once they found that kill towards middle as well, I think that's a signal to get towards B as quickly as possible. That's where Fallen will be at the bomb as well. Fur goes out first, and he gives the all clear, and they'll be making their way to that side now.
Good shot from Neo, though, into the flames. Takes down Taco, and FNX not peeking out on the back of this. It'll leave it at 4s. PT-50 for Bialy, as already mentioned, but FNX with bomb down now will take down Bialy. Neo falls as well, and the round, as expected, with just the pistols on the Virtus.pro side, looking to go toward SK, taking down Taz by Cold. That confirms it. Snax left 1 versus 4, but guns to come out for Virtus.pro in the next round. And with Snax on 3150, good chance we could see that early AWP.
For sure. Definitely, it could be a possibility. And the guys discussed on the desk, that's going to be such a pivotal factor here in this matchup. SK Gaming with Fallen and coldzera, such a horrible tag team combination. And VP, with those inconsistencies, it's not really clear who the main AWP is. It seems to be Snax right now, but we obviously know Pasha and Neo could pick it up as well. It seems to change every single tournament, and obviously that is trying to kind of mix with the recipe and see what's the best formation for them. But here we go, then the first gun round. The CT did force up on the second, so it's always going to be difficult in this first round. They're always limited to won't have as many kits or incendiaries as they'd like, but there it is, Snax to the AWP. He needs to make something happen here. You can see not a single kit purchase, no incendiaries, in fact. So Snax, we'll see what he decides to do. There's actually no AWP for SK Gaming picked up whatsoever. They're sticking with the rifles here. They've got so much tactical depth on this map. They're great at getting the mid-control and having those executions towards the side once they get it. Lots of A splits will be coming in here, that's for sure. The smoke goes towards middle. Has to take the vision away from Snax. There it is. Now, can he do anything with this position?
Watching right side of the box, but a second smoke come out from Fur. He gets out there, the smoke missed. It missed. It didn't go into the window. It landed below, so Snax has the vision above, and Fur goes down. Huge misplay, and Taz is going to take advantage as well as Cold drops. Neo's going to join in from connector. And it's all just a blunder in mid. Taco gets 1 kill back, but that is all. 1 versus 4, Snax closing it out.
Very rare to see a team like SK Gaming regimented, drilled. You can see exactly what they wanted to do. The smoke goes out towards middle. That gets under control of the mid boxes. And then the smoke from the top of mid towards that window area. That denies the AWP having any sort of vision there. They assume it landed successfully. It doesn't. It goes below. And it's a massive blunder. You're absolutely right. This is a great opportunity now for VP to get into this game. It's a pretty clean round. Snax open things up. And then back up from Taz as well. 3-1. But SK Gaming have residual cash, that's for sure. They're going to have round number 5 with the AWP in hands of Fallen. Snax there with the opportunity to get that first kill. Another player actually landing the shot though, as Neo rotates. Maybe he wants to push this one.
Gap on the inside is said smoke because it's intended for the window. Neo's going to wait inside of it. What's the play to get him further than that though? Because Snax this time the smoke doesn't fail, and he's left in the open when this smoke goes away. He's just going to have to catch them off. Shot toward Fallen, that gives away his position, and they're easily able to take him down by both peeking out. There wasn't much of an opportunity. Taz couldn't even get in a position to flash him, really, to help him in that situation.
Yeah, the problem was that Snax got smoked out by the window. He was successful this time, so he had to move, and Neo was just stuck in a horrible position. There was no backup from connector as well, so had to try and make that frag happen. It goes in the favor of SK, so it's a 5-on-4 now. This is their bread and butter. This is when they're absolute strongest. They can just pick you apart and run the time down and execute onto the side when you're weakened.
So Fallen watches the box corner to let the smoke go out at the top of connector. They now know that's completely free. However, Taz is waiting for them to try and take advantage of that if they dare. They've slowed it down again. Like you say, take advantage of this situation. Cold's going to bring the bomb back over Taco. Inside Palace has Bialy down below. This becomes a bit of an issue. If he can get a kill in this position from Shadow on the entrance, even two, perhaps if they line up on the way by, he gives his team a really good chance to get back over and rotate for the retake, because Fur's just waiting right now. He has such good position inside of Underpass that he'll hear them coming down from Catwalk and he can cut them off in the middle. But here we go, smoke out, Taz forced to relocate. Bialy's got one of the two he needs. And potentially looking for more. In fact, gets it. Bomb goes down. Now Virtus Pro have a chance in the round, as suddenly Bialy, in a position that's commonly checked, has stayed alive long enough, and Taz will take Taco from above. There's no entrance. It gets shut down by one man alone, and that man is Bialy.
What a play he was. It's 5-on-4. You thought SK Gaming got to tie that one up. They go towards the outside. More of a contact play there. Not really the full execution we're used to seeing from them. And Fallen could lose his orb at this point. It's going to be close. Does go down as well, so they managed to pick up the AWP. That would have been huge going into this one. That's the full eco now for SK. And Bialy, you're absolutely right, from that shadow area, manages to get two massive frags there. And with the number advantage as well, you thought SK would have that locked down, but it wasn't meant to be as the replay right now. Those big kills, and his low HP as well in the second. VP now finding support. We know this is one of their best maps, and this is why it's such a tantalizing matchup here. I think it is going to be the full force buy from SK Gaming, so they've gone in with the pistols. Desert Eagles, Tech 9s, head armor as well. They have got the smoke grenades. This will be a full execution somewhere. Looks like potentially the B halls. They can do plenty of smokes in those positions. You can smoke towards the van, the window, kitchen, towards short as well, and try and flash over and swarm the CTs that may be waiting for you on the other side.
Pasha, smoke out in front of him, doesn't have the vision through just yet. You know, close by as well with a nade and a smoke to redress that situation. That'll be used first. Oh, he did hit him. Fur goes low. He sprayed through on the chance. I was going to say that's very close. In fact, too close. Fur's down to 10 HP before he even enters, and Pasha taking Taco. Great start to negate these pistols and the threat they possess so far on this B side as Taz takes Fallen. It's all coming to fruition right now for Virtus Pro. The crossfire working wonderfully. Fur manages to get one, but he's going to have to get a heck of a lot more than just that on the 10 HP. Oh, no. Bialy's helping him. Takes Taz inside the smoke. He's got a bomb, he's got Pasha. What is going on? Fur, he pulls this round somewhat reasonably close, but Snacks, pistol, does take him down in the end. Yeah, it was the force buy from SK. They're going towards B, like you said, that wall bang, doing a ton of damage. That almost said to SK, yeah, we've got to go right now. They do the smokes over, the flashbangs happen, but VP holding strong here after losing the pistol and going 3-0 down. These gun rounds have been working in their favor. There has been some helping hands from SK, to be fair. A lot of blunders with the smokes, and there's a big opportunity for VP to capitalize, and they have done that so far. 3 in a row, and we're going to round number 7. It will be the full eco pretty much. It's going to be PT-50s and Deagles, no grenades. Just trying to rush towards A, it seems. 3 players in Palace, 2 towards A ramp. They have no flashes to go over, so it's have to push through the smoke, hope for the best. And Bialy and Snacks are waiting in similar positions to what we saw before, and Fallen is the first player to make his way out. And they are going out with no smokes, which means Bialy will have the support system of Snacks, freedom of vision with that AWP, and that means they'll be possessed and occupied trying to deal with it. Bialy can sit comfortably and get the kills as they walk in. 4-3 now for Virtus Pro on the CT side, and SK Gaming, we talk about their tactical prowess on this map. They're going to have to go to it here. They've got the utility again to try and do so.
Yeah, absolutely. No AWP this time. It's going to be the 5 AKs, and they want to make sure they have that utility to work with. So they've got all the smokes and molotovs required, but VP looking very impressive so far after recovering from the pistol. Snack back on the AWP. Doing well so far. He's going towards the middle of the start, trying to take the duel on, but it looks like it's a chain. This could be the aggressive play from VP. This is a perfect time to chuck it in, just as SK are adapting as well. They're going straight in. First frag to be very important indeed. There are terrorists waiting for them as well. Taz finds Coldzera. Can he get the second? It's Neo that chimes in. 4-on-3, and they're looking for more.
Wow, Taz turning around to save Neo again as he walks out, but FNX, he gets both. They line it up, so there's still a chance in this 2 versus 2. FNX to flash in toward the B apartments as well to get across cleanly because Pasha is lurking. He won't know that, but just takes the chance. Have to consider all possibilities as Pasha as well on the back of this, knowing he's run back up that stairwell, is going to take away all of that map control as they give it up. So he'll slowly push them over toward that A site. Snacks will go passive and allow them to rotate. The one problem with this is exactly this. If they go middle, they can get back to B for free, but Pasha's timing is perfect. He catches FNX before they get around the corner, nade out. Now they know Taco's there as well, and Snacks, if he peeks him right now before he gets to the corner. Oh, could he see him? Yes, he does. Taco nearly got there, but not at all. Pasha and Snacks collect the remaining kills, and the money It is a full bonus, but it's not great on the SK side.
This is why I love Mirage as a map so much. It's got so many options for the defending side to go on the offensive. You have opportunities to push towards middle, use your flashbangs and make the initial exchanges and just completely shut down whatever tactic the terrorists had in mind. That's actually forced them onto a tactical break now. So they're feeling the pressure here. It's 5 gun rounds in a row for VP, looking incredibly strong. The bank account's just swelling as well. Snacks with $12,000, Pacha with 7. So this is looking fantastic for them. We have a look at the SK camp. They're on about, what, about 3.5K average across the board. It's not looking great. They haven't had the opportunity to really get rolling with the AWP, not finding those picks they're so famed for. And even with the one round they did, they got completely shut down on the A bomb side. They're looking a little bit lost right now. And VP, like I said, that's the perfect time to go aggressive just then. Get up there, they weren't expecting it. It was quite equal towards the end, but it's Pasha with that smart play. He knew B wasn't gonna be a possibility at that point. They had the information that 2 players were towards middle. He goes all the way through the T-spawn, gets that 1 kill. Doesn't need anything more than that at that stage. He funnels Taco up towards short, Snacks knocks it down with the AWP. Just a perfect setup and good reaction from VP to find them round number 5. Have a look at the buy from SK. They won't be forcing into this one. I think this is the right call at this stage. They need to get those orbs rolling. They need to get falling in positions where you can actually make stuff happen. It's great at clutching, great at close range situations. They need to get that bomb down. With it, so the execution they've got right now are great, but they need to have the clutch potential. So this will be another partial buy. Keep the money about the 2K mark, as you can see. And then we'll have the Tech 9s, CZs, smokes once again. The problem is a team like SK, they're very scary with these upgraded pistols as well, especially when they have body armor to go with it.
So a very early timeout call from SK, but they, as well as all of us and anyone who's been following the scene, know that their terrorist side on this map is key to their success. So early on, they can't afford this deficit, and like you say, they're just not getting the openings, they're not finding anything. Fallen was quite vocal during that timeout.
Well, they're making some key errors so far. This is the biggest stage in the world. It's the semi-final to get to the grand final. They're the current major champions as well. And right now, these blunders, he's probably not happy with them. They're quite basic mistakes. As we go into round number 9, like I said, there's every possibility they can actually win this round and revitalize themselves. They haven't got anything since the pistol. But I'd like to see them go towards A. With all those smokes, try and get a plant down. That's when things get uncomfortable for the CTs and they're rotating in. But Bialy and Snacks, they've been superb towards that area.
So into middle immediately goes Taz. Snacks on AWP, gonna stay on the A site. They'll play rifle mid, expecting perhaps the smokes to come through, but they're not there just yet. The first one does get the box control. Second one this time does go to window late. Fur already coming out from the underpass, and Taco waiting with bomb on A suggests, and everything so far pointing to it, that it'll be on the A site. Good flash onto Taz, but no one pushes through immediately after. Instead, it's window that they want to take over and try and push them from jungle, completely wrap and take over the site. But as I say that, no. Where are they heading? It's going to be right by Taz. Somehow in the smoke, he doesn't spot them up. He has to turn back around. And Cold, he's going to cut off one of the rotation at least, as Pasha has to sit and wait for this possibility. But still, the bomb doesn't get inside of the site, and Neo already rotating over from B. It's a good defense lineup from VP, and here we go. Guns go to work. Bialy taking Fallen. Cold wants to make a play, and Sec grabs the M4, but needs to change his angle up massively if he even wants to pick up one more kill in this, and Snacks going to grab him with the AWP.
Had potential for sure. They get the mid control, they have decent smoke going down, the flashbangs are effective, that equal exchange towards connector as well, they get control of that area. But when they're making that big move to the A bomb side, the bomb is still on the A ramp, it's not coming in when all the aggression and aggro has been taken towards the jungle side of the map. It was Cold Zero's very late coming in, and the retake had already begun at that stage, and VP managed to find the key kills. The bomb gets dropped, and that's all they're looking for. It's not a huge deal. They are a maximum loss bonus now after losing 6 rounds in a row. So here's the AWP map. We speculated it'll be coming out, but look at VP. They've changed their setup once again. It's going to be double orbs for them. Pasha coming in as well. Snacks aggressive towards connector, trying to get the first pick, but it's Pasha on the other side. B apartments, not going all in, just wants to find that one kill, and he's got a good exit strategy at that point.
Pasha with that AWP watching into the B apartments, shoulder and elbow, all shown, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Fallen's gonna go down to the AWP. Taz will play inside the flames because he's desperate to get over. Look at the damage done. He almost lets himself go down. 4 HP left for Taz.
Yeah.
That, oh, okay. God.
He knows. Time to move. Well, they have got the advantage, like you said. Taz is very low indeed, and Neo's trying to hunt for some information here towards short, but it will be the A play by the looks of things. The problem is, one smoke remains, so it'll have to be more of a contact style. As Ferders get towards connector as well, that definitely boosts their chances. Bialy on the side though, back up and Snacks with the orb.
Taz just making sure they can't get into window at this point. As you said, he knew it was time to move. He had to give up that position. No information. Neo thought about rotating over early, but they've gone back over toward B, at least for now. Instead, it's Pasha with the AWP. They want to bring closer. That puts both AWPs toward the A site. And reliance then on Bialy to capitalize on his position with the rifle, watching Palace right now. Snack's first information potentially to come up the top of A main. It's the bomb on Cold if he goes for the peak as well. So if he gets hit and the bomb goes inside of the site, they have to commit. He jumps across. But Snacks now knows just watch this position, and with no smoke out in front of him, none available, easy shot to take. Taco will find Bialy back. Fur takes Snacks down, but Taz at the 4 HP is able to still pick up 1 kill, coming back out late from Connector. Nearly does more, takes Taco to 11. Taco takes Pasha back though. 8 seconds, he has to get the plant, and Neo catches him in transition. It's 7 rounds now for Virtus Pro.
It was Taz with 4 HP. He might not have got the second kill there, but he does a ton of damage towards the apartment area, and that sets Neo up. It's an impossible shot. He has like a pixel to work with there, but as he's crossing to the bomb site, he had about 5 seconds remaining. He knows he has to get that bomb down, and Neo hits the one bullet he had to. Amazing stuff there. It's another big round for VP to take. We go into number 11, and that's 7 in a row now for Virtus Pro. SK Gaming, bomb not planted, but enough to work with the maximum loss bonus. So 5 AKs, limited in utility once again. That was a problem when they go into the A side that round. They didn't have the smoke towards CD spawn, and Snacks got the entry kill, and it's great teamwork coming together for VP now. This is the final map. It all comes here. And SK Gaming really are struggling.
Flood strategy out from the Palace, a quick drop in to try and get a fast plant, but Bialy not going to allow that. He'll go down, but Taz's position, only one. Taco able to pull it back with an AK, and there's 2 AKs left to play with. One doesn't have armor, it's Cold Zero, but he still hits a headshot onto Neo. And he's going to go back toward that catwalk just to make sure no one in a quick position to flank him out, but as he takes window, Taco's just waiting for this call to come through. Bomb dropped outside of the box. See it there, just to the left of Taco's position. What's the call? How does Cold control this situation to give Taco the confidence to make the move? It's him to watch rotations, and Taco's just gonna have to go for this. Pasha's gonna allow it to happen because he as well knows that if he goes down next, whoever gives up the 1 kill is gonna have a huge task to achieve, and Taco.
Was he to go? Was he leaving?
It could have been done because Cold would have been able to hold off catwalk, but instead he just falls back to get a better angle perhaps. Default plant behind the box, flash over, Pasha knows they're here now. He's gonna try and hold this. Taco nearly showing through the gap. Nade slightly shallow as Taco stays on 79. He backs out so as not to expose himself to CT, knowing Pasha's now there. And so too is Snacks, rotating over to play this together. But Taco hits the first shot over the top. Snacks has to give up on the AWP after 1 shot. Take it to the M4. If he finds Taco, remember Cold's low, but he can play the time. And Taco's not gonna let that happen. SK, scrappy buy. And a fast play out of Palace, they pick up the round.
Yeah, not much to work with there, but they go towards the A site, and equal exchanges to kick things off. They actually had the man disadvantage as well. Taco and Cold Zera trying to do what they can, and it's Taco getting 3 kills in that round. This is a great play, though, from Bialy on that A site, and you thought they were going to do it as well in the retake. It's been so many rounds in a row of VP just keep stepping up time and time again. But here it is, and that's the full reset for SK. If they were to lose this round, they're back to the ecos. Can't rely on the loss bonus anymore. Snacks back to a single orb setup here. Has Neo got a weapon?
Apparently not at all, but Snacks is trying to play the off angle this time from Connector. The double smoke out, he can't find it in the gap. They're wrapping fast toward, okay, Snacks. Toward the B site. Fur's gonna get Neo down, but Snacks with a great kill to grab. It's Neo that can't do anything without the gun, but Taz is there to take back Fur. Fallen responds onto him. Cold just waiting at middle for anyone rotating that direction. They're not doing so. It's both inside checker room where Virtus Pro will approach from. Snacks aggressive with the AWP, but Flames on his feet. Has to make the decision, and thankfully gets away from them before they even do any damage. And no kits right now on the 2 surviving players of Virtus Pro. Nade comes through. If I'm not mistaken, Neo had one when he went down, so there should be one near the site. But Flames on the bomb, time ticking away. Fallen getting back Bialy, it's gonna leave it just Snacks remaining. Good shot over the smoke, does find him in return, but he has no idea where in turn Cold Zero has gone, and Cold, again, can just play this bomb. A 10-second defuse as well.
That's round over, he has to get out now. He had to find that kill in the next couple of seconds, but not meant to be, and Cold Zero holds his nerve. What was interesting then, why did Neo not have a single weapon, not even an upgraded pistol there? He had incendiaries, smokes, flashbangs, everything, and a silenced USP to defend towards short. And he's got money available.
Tons of money. He carries over 55 into this round with the 2-round bonus.
Was there some sort of drop that was supposed to come in? They didn't realize?
I swung by through CT in my overhead camera, and there was no gun laying there, so it wasn't like he made a mistake and left a gun in spawn.
well, he made a mistake. We're not taking anything, to be fair, but that's crazy. So we get to 2 rounds in a row for SK, and that's revitalized them. 7-5 now. Double orb set up once again. It's a limited one, though. VP have 2 orbs and a max 7, a Famas, and Taz just has that CZ. So they come back to these sniper rifles. Neo this time has got one. It's going to be a B fast play, and Pasha just with the shotgun to try and defend.
Oh, nice shot on Fur. Doesn't even hit the ground, and Taco low on HP. Easy to pick up again. Meg 7 jumps up. Coldzera, I can jump too. Pasha takes down Fallen, and FNX, he's now left in a 1 versus 5. What a round by Pasha.
Okay, well, we said Pasha was good at these shotguns, but I didn't expect anything like that. 3 kills from 3 shots, that's pretty insane. FNX now the last player remaining. You can hear the crowd coming to life now. This is going to be an absolutely sensational map. 5 players to find, 1 minute remaining, and the bomb is down. He's hoping a counter-terrorist makes a mistake at this point, maybe try to hunt for a weapon, and that's Taz. They know exactly where it is, the headshot him as well, and Snacks finishes things off. What a round. SK Gaming just trying to keep things simple and run to the B side with a couple of flashbangs over the top, and that's the worst place to go, apparently, as Snacks and Pasha are waiting for on the other side.
What a round with the shotgun. As we look back on it, the damage on the second player, but the third shot.
This the third. How does that do? How much damage at that range? That's over 100.
Just absolute laser beam. But it's 8-5. Virtus Pro pull 1 more back in their favor. SK with 5 rounds T-side. Remember, it was this map that the comeback, one of the 2 comebacks to be fair, happened against Liquid in a semifinal, so never rule them out. As Neo, second AWP this time, complimenting Snacks, is going to jump toward the ladder room. They'll give up window again. And Snacks trying the off angle once more. It's a common angle, but it's off angle in this sense that they haven't played it much in this game, and he's going to try and use that to catch the top. But Taz, he's committing to it. Twice he nearly roasts himself, down to just 39 HP as he gets back toward the site this time.
That was a little bit too much for my liking. Now they're lining up for him. He's low HP, so that actually costs him. And it's going to be the 4-on-2 in favor of VP. I think they're just trying to close the round quicker than they should have done. A huge advantage for the terrorists now. Coldzera surely going to get this kill. Punishes Pasha. Now it's just Snacks. And it's SK Gaming returning the favor with the force. I don't even think it was a force. It just had some great pistols. That was about it. And that's the round over. Snacks goes down to 8 HP. And he has to retreat.
No money as well for Virtus Pro on this.
That was a very interesting call from Taz. He gets 1 kill. That should be enough. Stay alive. That's not a bomb site. Underpass is not an area. You don't need to sacrifice yourself in the flames. He comes back, has nothing to work with, had a chance to spray them down, but he just didn't have the confidence without the HP to work with.
And they gave him so much ground in doing it and leaving that post at the A site. So what started as an absolutely abysmal half from SK, an early timeout, in fact, at 5-3, which eventually became 7-3, is now looking like 8-6, well, will be 8-6, and looking like possible 8-7 with the money as it is for Virtus Pro. Because they're only going to get 1,400 from this.
After that real strong spell of rounds from VP, SK Gaming do start to claw back here. They won the pistol, 0-3 in their favor. Snacks looking like a will save the orb, and that's massive. As you pointed out, the money is in disarray right now. Oh, okay, right then.
So Snacks, I was about to say, you're dead right, that's massive, because it would leave them in a position where they could almost get a full buy on having that AWP alone. They'll force in, obviously, round 15, that goes without saying, but this limits tremendously what they have available to them. In fact, going back to the Mag 7 even.
Why not? Well, they do lose that AWP. That would have been a huge asset to take into this round. Number 15. Looks like SK Gaming have a huge favor going into it. This would make things 8-7 if they can win it. You can see it is a weak buy. 2 M4s, 1 Mag 7, 2 Mag 7s, and Neo on that upgraded pistol. It's going to be a default round from SK, clearing out the underpass area, going for the mid control once again. They've got it quickly as well. They've made their way towards connector. It's almost possible to hold off, but that's certainly how Supiali takes down Fur. Has he got anything else left?
Taz this time, the one at Shadow to play off of Bialy. That might be something that they don't read, because Bialy's been the one there every time. If they spot him in the site early, good play from Coldzera. Good position inside of ladder room. If they spot Bialy early, but Taz made enough noise now, that's not a possibility. But Snacks, shotgun. Again, is this going to contribute to a round win for Virtus Pro? As Taco needs to come out from Palace right now. Bomb's coming over from Fallen, but Snacks has already pushed through. If he walks around this corner without consideration, Snacks is a perfect position to try and catch him. He's going to get down below him. Is he? Oh, just in time. And Snacks headshot and bomb down.
What a position that is. And now it's up to 2, 3 of them. And Coldzera does fight back. Bomb still down towards the arrow, and that's being patrolled by Snacks.
Look how far Cold's gonna have to rotate as well. Taco has to go back for this bomb. Cold's going all the way through CT. Bialy, he already knows Cold was on that side of the map. He's staring it down. He just looked away when Cold came around. So Taco, if he can get this bomb, Cold would have been in a prime position. He's gonna go for it regardless. Bialy watching for the flank, hears him coming late and gets the shot. It's 9-6 and Virtus Pro have a decent lead. But is it enough against a team like SK?
These games has been so exciting, so many force buys, so much tension every single round, and VP deliver. Shotguns and M4s, that's all they had. Bialy get that first frag, and SK came in calm reply there. Snacks that great positioning as well, that gets the bomb down, and like you said, 9-6, it's a decent lead, and I feel like VP can do this.
2.5 maps done. If Virtus Pro are going to do it, it'll be in the next 15 rounds, if it could even go that far. And to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes beyond. We're gonna take a short break. Get ready for it. We're getting into the finals after this. As promised, we get into the final rounds right now. A pistol round rides heavy on both teams. If SK can pull it off, they can level it at 9 and start out even in the guns. But if Virtus Pro can get it, is it enough of a cushion to hold off the high-flying Brazilians? It's been an excellent series, but man, oh man, it's been a close one with mistakes and moments of brilliance, to be fair.
Yes, some mistakes, and that's bound to happen in these big games. A lot is running for this one. To book yourself in a place in the grand finals, it's the defending champions. They're feeling the pressure right now. Some key errors being made, and VP just fighting back. A huge spell around them as well, fighting with great teamwork and aggressive play as well, mixing things up, keeping it dynamic, and that's what got them in this great position right now. After losing the pistol once again, they have the advantage. 9-6. If they can finally get a pistol here in the second half, that would be tremendous for them. Hasn't been working out too well, but let's see what they can do as we go into the final half of this semi-final on the third map. It will be 2 Tech-9s for VP. One of those, of which is a raid boss. That's going to be Pasha this time. They have got 2 smokes as well. Make it 3. So this should be the standards kind of execute. Smoke towards CT spawn, smoke jungle, smoke the upper steps, and then you're executing over with a couple of flashbangs and making those Tech-9s find those entry kills. Can the CTs hold them off? Let's see if it can work out, if Fallen can do anything with this smoke and decoy he has in hand.
Pistol rounds as well, to give you an idea. Our 4-1 in this series. Pasha's just TK'd Bialy on the way through. They finally had an opening, and now it's turned around. Bialy, Pasha, and Snacks all go down. A 4 versus 2, and Taco, he's gonna add to that total for SK as well. Doubly so, as Taz falls. Oh, that's a heartbreaking one to lose.
Well, we saw all the smokes come in as anticipated, and VP, that's such a difficult area to get out of it. It's quite clumsy as they came through. They get the entry kill, but team killing each other for a spanner in the works, and the USP just mowing them down. And that's going to be the SK gaming their second pistol of this map as well. I'm sure we'll see the force spike coming in from VP. They don't get the bomb down here, so they won't have AKs in the third, so there's a chance to get the upgraded pistol. Desert Eagles are preferred on Mirage. It's just because you have so many long-range opportunities, especially towards middle as well. And it's going to be SK. They have got 2 rifles, a scout, and 2 SMGs as well. Bialy smoking towards connector.
Smoke lands practically on Fallen, doesn't make contact, so it won't be disrupted in exactly where it covers. Neo's gonna jump across, and now they have a little bit of mid-control to work with on this Virtus Pro side. But it is FNX for Fallen all over on the A side of the map. Boost up to window. They want to try and get these pistols as close as possible if they are to make this a successful play. Cold can't even consider going through the vent at the back side of that window room. He's just going to have to wait and see what presents itself, because crawling in, he'd be a sitting duck. They feel confident in the fact that 3 players are on the A side alone, so Cold just goes back to watch B in case they wrap through catwalk. Shot from inside of the A side. It's FNX to get Neo coming out from connector. Fallen finds B alley. Snacks. Not much he's going to be able to really do from that range with the pistol.
Yeah, pretty speculative as he does get spotted as well. It's a 5-on-3. The CT needs to hold strong on the bomb side to this point. Taco coming from the underpass, and Cold Zero finds a kill on towards Snacks with that UMP. Gets a double, in fact, and that's the round over. Just Basher remains. He's towards short, but Taco deals with him. And they've managed to negate the force buy from VP. It will be a full eco here, and tying things up at 9-9. That's almost guaranteed at this stage. VP can't justify anything much more than 1, 2 P250s tops. They're going to be limited in that first gun round. This is a chance now for SK to farm some cash. They still have 2 SMGs up, so like we said before, it's $600 per kill for that. So that's a great chance for them now, just to get themselves in a really comfortable position here for the second half.
For Solo so far on A, because they're going to put a little more pressure on middle right now, this time from SK, including the Scout of Fallen, as well as FNX with a rifle, so they have the range game covered off. Virtus Pro splitting the map up quite evenly. Pasha waiting to get out middle, but they have taken, this is a big one to get as well, just based on the positioning and what the intentions were from Virtus Pro. They have taken Taz inside of that Palace position, so any chance to try and wrap back to A thwarted on that alone. With Pasha down, just a matter of time, really.
Yeah, this round is the dream of this round, getting the bomb down. There's very, very little chance you can ever win these, but if you can get a plant, that definitely helps your chance going forward. That's extra $800 per player for Cold Zero finding the army. Taco's gone aggressive in the B apartments as well. Just Neo remains, he's in T-spawn, hoping that someone just walks into his crosshair, trying to use patience. As the CTs do start to home in on him, Cold Zero, it's going to be fully guaranteed that he gets the kill. Neo does what he can, takes him down to 45 HP, but there it is, 9-9. Winning both pistols once again. Will certainly help recover the mistakes that were made in the first half. And we go into round number 19. It's 5 AKs for VP. Not the strongest to buy. You can see they've only got 1 Molotov to play with. No AWPs. And Fallen, of course, he brings it out. And it's going to be the CTs upgrading fully. No bonus rounds here. Not going to risk anything with the SMGs. Want to make sure they go firing in from the first gun round. And Fallen, one of his best maps, I have to say, can be fantastic on the CT side here.
Absolutely can. No doubt about it, as he has the AWP already positioned at CT. Smoke out on Cat again to get top middle control. Pasha and Taz that are there. And a bunch of smokes now thrown as well. Bottom of connector, FNX just waiting on safe side of that. Neo's got the bomb down toward underpass with Snacks as well, so they're getting ready to burst out toward connector. But Cold can try and cut this off with his position. If he hears them going, that smoke on window is going to be gone by then. He can pop out late at any moment. Pasha's going to try and get in a position to help cut that off. He has to rely on cutting off this whole corner of catwalk and allow his team freedom of pass toward FNX's position. Oh, so close, flash in, well timed. Pasha snaps it over. It's exactly what they needed to do, but he goes back in, and he's able to get him down through the vent. And at that alone, they're going to change their intention entirely on Virtus Pro to back toward B.
That would have been the perfect call, but I think they're apprehensive about it right now. They didn't capitalize straight away. Had they have done that, there was actually 3 players waiting on the A side from SK Gaming. Now they've detected it could be a B possibility. So far, Taco waiting for them here. They're limited in terms of the flashbangs. So they have to go in, contact play, hope they can find this first kill.
Taco spots, but can't kill. The alley wants inside of the smoke, thinks better of it, and goes out where there's vision, down through the window. But he's bypassed the van. They don't even consider it. The Molotov didn't go that far, and Fur, staying alive, is able to take 2. Snacks, do what you want, do what you can. But that may not even be enough. It's 9 HP versus 3. He did pick up the first of 4, how this started, and there it is. Taco's going to close it out.
I feel like VP were just too apprehensive there. It was too obvious they're going to be. They had to strike as soon as that kill was made. As soon as Pasha gets the kill, he can go towards A, and he can actually give a decent call. These 2 here could be more. Get towards B as quickly as you can. They waited for so long, and they didn't have the utility to do anything with it. They can't enter into the bomb site. There's no Molotov to get towards the van. There's no flashbangs to blind anyone on the site. They walk in, Bialy spotted. They don't find that quick entry kill they required. And it's first stepping up from the van here. It wasn't even checked. And it's going to be the full eco pretty much from VP. They have purchased some smoke grenades. Once again, the objective here, plant the bomb. They're going all in towards the A site. It's nice and fast. Can they do anything with it?
FNX looking for the shot after the nade. He's already got one. Stays alive behind the box as the pistols firing as they can. Tons of bullets heading his direction. He's going to have to switch to a pistol himself, but a good shot. Bialy down. Bomb drop deep inside the site. What a shot back on Snacks! As he gets overwhelmed and a little bit chaotic inside of the site. And now it's just to wrap up on Neo. And SK are on 11. They've turned it up to 11 already, and Virtus Pro still yet to find a round so far. But only the one gun round so far. This is their second chance.
Here we go then. Pretty clean round there from SK. VP tries to go all in toward that A site, had the smokes available, did not get the plant down. So 11-9, this is the big round, one of the first gun rounds. 5 AKs available for VP, and this time they have got all the grenades required. Fallen there. This is the chance now, as we saw from VP on the first half. I'd be calling right now, let's do a fast tactic. Let's go for those first picks. Let's send the message out that we're not going to be messing around here. Don't allow them to have that full execution, but it's going to be a default round for now. From both teams, in fact. Cold Zero towards short and fall into the CT spawn with the AWP. And you can see VP now just waiting for any sort of aggression that I speculated before. Obviously, a team like SK have got plenty of setups up their sleeve. Pasha gets mid-control, and no one will be towards the window to lock him down. As Fallen, he's watching Connector from the A site.
So wait it out slowly. Interesting setup that they've gone to again on this SK side with Fur and Balcony and FNX to play beside the box to bait them in. Fallen trying to find a shot through the smoke toward Connector. There is a slight gap to work with, and he is more than capable of taking advantage of something like that, but Pasha, meanwhile, again, to clear out the ladder room and get the map control. See if Virtus Pro, as you said last time, hesitant, can take advantage this time of pushing the CTs back. Fallen still watching this. Snacks needs to be so careful as he starts to look that direction, thankfully. Hasn't gone for it blindly just yet as they wait for the bomb to come back over toward A, and Bialy, top of the ramp, will be the first entrance. More utility spent though. Bleed it out, sure, from SK, but with 29 seconds, at this point it's not about bleeding, it's about deterring the attack, and they've done a decent damage onto Neo. That'll allow Fur out. FNX and Fur, that's the crossfire they exactly set up. One to take the aggro, the other to surprise, and Fur manages to take two up the ladder. He will go down to Pasha, and that actually changes things, because Cold falling just before that. It could have been a problem, but they do bring this back, and with 9 seconds, Pasha, he will have no entrance. It's going to be 12 for SK.
What a hole from SK Gaming there. VP trying to run the default, trying to get a pick, but it's not giving anything away. SK very passive, like you said. Those strong crossfires working out as well. VP have a small execution to the A side, but just getting locked down at every single angle. Can't get anything from it. I think this is the tactical time at this point. You can see the look on Bialy's face. Head in his hands. They will be discussing what the step is going forward. Pasha did save an AK-47, but no plan once again. I don't think there's been a single plan this half yet. There hasn't. So Pasha, AK in hand, they do have around $4,500 average across the team, so definitely a buy there is potential. They can't get the AWP once more unless it would be a full glass cannon, which isn't super viable on Mirage. But Pasha has got that AK already, so he can purchase up his grenades, and I guess at this point they will be buying. Just discussing how they operate going forward. His defaults and their executions aren't working out for them. The mid-control's there, it's obtained, but SK are aware of that. They're more than willing to give it up. They're not challenging it, so it's Fallen holding towards that connector area. He's getting all the information there in the crossfires. And these very talented individuals, these are the current world champions, hitting every single shot when they make their play to the A side.
So AWP for Fallen, but no real indication so far from Virtus Pro of exactly how they wish to approach this with a minute still left in this timeout. And once again, the Brazilians pulling back the game on the Mirage. It's the CT side that's unbreakable right now.
Yeah, well, it's second half, and VP was 9 in the first, so yet to get a single round here on the second. It's currently 6-0. SK, we said, great on that CT side, and so far haven't had to work too hard, but they haven't adjusted their setups really too dramatically. They haven't been going for those aggressive pushes or pushing into B apartments, nothing like that. A lot of teams with these top orbits will send the orb towards Palace, a ramp, middle, connector, towards short sometimes, and it's pretty standard stuff so far. It's VP that can't break the defense, so why change anything up?
And not even just break the defense. In all of these rounds, they've gotten no more than 2 kills in any of them, Virtus
That's
Pro.
kind of a crazy stat. So that means it's not even coming down to clutches or anything unlucky or anything, little small nuances like that. They're just purely not killing people. The defaults aren't amounting to anything. And that's a really nice play from SK. Just don't give anything away. Make them commit to bomb sites and then shut them down with superior firepower. Timeout comes to an end, and this is it now. VP do fully buy into this one. It's 5 AKs once more. As I said, money's not fantastic. No opportunity to get snacks on that orb just yet, but I'm not sure that's the issue right now.
FNX going to be the one to go to window this time, and 3 players in B, which says to me, aggressive on catwalk. So VP called the timeout. You often talk about this, Henry. It also gives the other team a chance to change things up as well.
Yeah, it means that obviously the terrorists are going to adjust. They're going to try something new, maybe a set piece, just to get them some life back into the game. But if you go aggressive, you change what you're doing up, and you find that 1 kill, that's amazing. The bombing towards B apartments, this is a change of pace for them. Pasha holding middle, Bialy, he's the decoy. He's going to go towards that A ramp area and try and distract, try and get that first kill for his teammates. He's a great AK-47 player. If he can get 1 kill, that'll be enough to stop rotations momentarily. Allow his teammates to make their entry to the B sides. And there it is, something to work with.
Pasha again to clear out that ladder. He has been good at that position, at that job. And there it is. Entrance in, they change it up. Cold only gets 1, traded by Neo. That's big. Neo's been a little bit slow in this game, but that's a very important kill because with bomb down, first off, they've gotten more than 2 kills finally in a round, but also a bomb down. And a man advantage, only a man advantage. Now it was 2 as FNX pulls 1 back, but in this post plant and Fallen, he's sitting way back so far on this. Got lots of money on this CT side, but at the same time, play the long game, play the odds.
That's very well calculated from the VP. They've kind of assessed what's going on. They said, okay, well, these guys are giving us middle for free. Let's start using that. Let's actually just don't expend all our players towards that area. We'll focus on the B side of the map. Bialy's there for the lurk towards A, and they managed to actually have some sort of awareness as to how they're holding the B side as well. This time they have the Molotov towards the van. That hooks for out of position. He gets taken down. They're trading effectively in that one. Taz drops. I don't think that was worth it, but obviously he's just trying to exit away from the bomb. He probably should have stuck with his teammates and gone towards shore, but still a ton of money available for the CTs. Like I said, no one really dying. So weapon saved, and we go into round number 23. VP have hit double figures now. 12-10 is the scoreline. And they found something. Pause has paid dividends. But is it going to be enough to carry them forward? Because SK Gaming, this is the change for them. Double orb set up, Cold Zero and Fallen. I think everyone's pointed it out this tournament. This is one of the scariest orb combinations in the world right now. Maybe next to JDM and Simple.
Yeah, I mean, that would be another one that's quite potent and scary. There's no question about that, as Taco is going to try and take back Catwalk. Pasha with the smoke heading toward the top of jungle. This time it's mid-control gained again, but not as aggressive and not on B. It's Palace where most players currently reside. 2, in fact, in total with Neo and Taz. Bialy just getting onto that A-ramp position. Fur, he's the one this time playing on top of balcony, but toward that shadow position forward in the site. And that smoke that went down, Pasha's going to take advantage of it and at least get close. So if FNX puts some fire toward the front of the site, when they do enter toward Palace, he's there to trade it. He's easily capable of taking that shot down at Fallen. Smoke's gone on aim, but now they go. He's got 1 on Taz. Neo, he's gotten 1 in return though, and Pasha, there's the trade kill, but Fallen and Taco are still making this offset in favor of SK. Flash will push the AWP back further. 51 seconds, bombs drop just on the edge of the balcony inside of A, but Bialy, because there is no further utility, okay, there is now. Snacks just picked up a smoke. I was gonna say, there is no smoke to go towards CT. He has to cover it off with the gun, but that pickup of the smoke on the way through for Snacks means he can now turn elsewhere, and they can get the bomb down safely. Still Cold wants to find the angle. Bialy tries the spray, late spray, and that gives it up. Cold's got the AWP. It's on to just Snacks, 1 versus 3. He's capable, he's clever, but he hasn't got much room to work with, and the shot's given away. He knows exactly where they are, and they know exactly where he is, and Fallen's able to hit him with the second AWP.
You see how clever that is towards CD spawn? He's trying to jump up and give the invitation that, oh, we're boosting over here. Like, come kill us. We're both on this side of the map. He jumps up, his teammate shows him the other side and just completely wrecks him there. And it was, you can see what VP are doing now. They're saying, okay, the defaults aren't working, we're getting nothing out of it. Let's just go to the set pieces at the start, see what we can do with this. And unfortunately for them now, it's VP have been fully reset after winning that last one. You only get $1,400 going into this one, and SK Gaming now touching distance of booking themselves in the grand final. VP up against it. There will be coming in upgraded pistols, no armor, 3 smokes, and the bomb's going towards A-ramp. Pasha and Snacks potentially going to be doing the A split, coming in from underpass to connector, I'm guessing. Getting to the crescendo now, Matt. This is where the tension starts to build and the pressure is firmly against VP.
Absolutely, after that reset as well. I mean, 13 rounds SK. If you don't pick up this gun round, or excuse me, the next gun round, you're in a world of trouble. So Taz jumping down. He's going to try and enter in quickly on this as the flashes come in. That'll push them back slightly, allow some form of entrance, but just above the smoke. Fallen, it's their own smokes used against them. He knows how to read it. He knows how to take down Taz. Cold's going to get Pasha. And this round, I'm afraid, is also going to SK. Bomb drop, that'll confirm it. And it's going to be 14 rounds for the Brazilians. The Virtus Pro, potentially their last gun round coming right now.
They needed the bomb down there. You can see that's all they wanted out of that round. All the smokes expended to the site. That would have given them more than enough money to buy into this round. Unfortunately, didn't happen, so they're missing $800 here. Taz, Bialy, Neo as well, they'll be struggling. They can get AKs, they can get armor. Neo actually can't because he was less than $3,700 to get the AK and head armor combo. He can't do that, so he's actually opted for the Tech 9 head armor. Get some smokes, get the Molotovs, try and help out his team in that fashion, but still, like you said, this is looking firmly in the favor of SK. Now they start mixing things up. Two players towards the palace, aggressive of course, and they get their first shot. It's Further takes down Taz. Hard work done, they can fall back now. And that double orb setup, the two turrets just wait on either bomb site.
And a gun down in Palace, it would be lovely if Neo could pick that up, having only the Tech 9, but he's at middle. So that's not going to be a factor as Snack starts to push through the smoke. Two smokes, one at the bottom, one at the top. Jump up on the box, clear out the stairwell. FNX playing at Sandwich instead. But they've rotated Fallen over early and Snacks to clear out jungle. His teammates to follow in with the guns. FNX, does he find one from this position? They've already spotted him up. They've already taken him down. VP's pulled it back slightly. Neo, a flash through the smoke and the Tech 9 still in play, but so close. Is Fallen, but blinded up. Neo gets him, and now a two-man advantage to work with. Snacks has never had to move. He just needs to hold the rotations. And he now knows that Taco is toward jungle with that kill in Bialy. That information is relayed. Still no bomb plant out of this, and Taco, he gets Pasha down right away. Neo's got an AWP picked up, so there's at least that to work with. But look at Cold's position. As soon as Snacks budges, that AWP's primed.
He knows he's there. He heard the footstep as well, so he doesn't really need to face here. He'll just play the time down, and I'm not sure if they'll go for the plan here. Is it safe to do so? It has gone down, so now it's up to Snacks. He knows there's a player coming from this connector area.
And Neo, that's the AWP picked up. That's so big as they take Gold Zero. Virtus Pro, a very, very important round. They'll pick it up, 2 to survive, but money to buy.
Unfortunately for them, though, Taco has $16,000. This round means everything. It's must win at this stage, Matt. They have to win this round. There's no two ways around it. If it goes in the favor of SK Gaming, not only do they get map point, that's it. The VP are completely reset. They'll have no money, and it's almost guaranteed that SK will go into the final. So still, they get one round, but still a lot of work to do here for VP. The A approach does work, and they actually lost that first pick as well towards the apartments. It was very well recovered. And great play from Snacks as well. Like I said, hearing that footstep towards shore was everything.
But so much investment. You mentioned that 15K. It's almost down to nil at this point because he's had to buy out his team out so much. So Virtus Pro actually have a decent chance if they win this themselves to do the same in reverse. They'll force potentially, but Taz going to start off FNX. Neo gets around the corner, no scope inside ladder room. Again, they take that position and Fallen has to come up large. Look at the amount of utility on him. He's going to burn alive. Snacks jumps over to make sure of it. And suddenly Virtus Pro are finding life late. This game is far from over as Fur.
Yeah.
He can't do anything to deny this plant from Bialy. Sure, throw a nade, do some damage down to the 19, but it's a 5 versus 1 now as Neo in that ladder room finds Fur retreating.
Screw the defaults, let's stick together, get on the sites nice and quick, and let's use our firepower in our favor. SK Gaming can't find a single kill this time. This double orb setup, like you said, cost them so much. The money has been depleted. Cold Zero is trying to stay alive, but he's been given away now. He's towards the kitchen zone, and he's got the orb in hand. Does use the smoke to cover CT spawn, so he should survive here, but there is players coming from the apartment, so it's up to Pasha. If they can find this kill, that'll be absolutely massive and gives them something to work with going forward. Still so much to do, but this is a great start.
He's gonna get it, Pasha.
No, he's not!
Cold! What a shot to save himself. Flash out, Taz is still close shoulder peek. He wants more Cold, but he just wants to stay alive. That's the primary goal. And he's going to do it as well. So the AWP will get carried over. But look at the money on the rest of them. Can they justify the force? 51.50 for Taco, 46.50 for Fur. Fallen and FNX not as well off, but if they force here, they leave themselves vulnerable again to go 14-14. So, UMP brought out from Fur. That's going to be to level it slightly and Fallen. They keep this AWP. They've actually just gone for the level buy, so they still have money in the next. It's the Mag 7, for Taco instead. So a bit of a different, kind of a curveball in that sense. on how they approach this economic long game to try and complement the AWP at the same time. And Taco's going to take that Mag 7 as close as possible on entry and A site.
Yeah, they kept some money strong here, trying to build themselves around the orb. Old Zera toward the B side alone. He has got backup from short, but it's actually foes in the underpass, so that's interesting play. This is now back to basics for VP. The full default coming in, holding the map. They're not sure what they're up against. The money has been very difficult to read so far, but they know a weapon has been saved, but it's Taco. Mag 7 takes down Bialy. He's by himself as well. It's a bit of a blunder, but he was the decoy once again. The bomb is actually making its way towards middle. Snacks and Co coming through the connector.
Pasha as well is going to wrap right around. Neo taking 2 on the way through. The man advantage turns, but Cold Zero's there to catch off Taz as soon as he walks out of Palace.
What?
And Fallen, the jumping scout. How do they always manage to get jump shots, SK? He's avoided the flames as well. They haven't gone far enough, but here we go. Trigger discipline, flex the biceps, Pasha with 2, and it is a one-on-one. Fur manages to get his teammate in the meantime. Bomb still down to the front of him, and Fur's gonna hold it. Pasha's done everything he can. It's still that point for SK.
What a godlike play from Pasha, but it's not enough somehow. He gets all the way to CT spawn, and SK Gaming just scrappily finding kills as the Mag 7 opening things up. Bialy by himself. His teammates capitalized. They went through the connector straight away. Neo found 2. That's SK Gaming showing so much resilience here. That wasn't even a force by there. They kept money available for this round, so they've got tons to play with here. And look at the reset of VP. We talked about those must-win rounds, and the previous was one of them. They have 1 AK, 1 Galil, 3 Tech-9s. What's the play? All 5 players committed to the A side of the map. It's going to be the smoke execute to try and keep the dream alive here. And it's come right down to the wire once again. Did VP have anything left?
Today at all. The AWP still being carried over all the way to this round. Remember how close Cold came to dropping down Fallen? Top of the stairs, smoke out to move him back, and no one aggressively inside of the site for the SK defense this time, which means Virtus Pro, they've got a little bit of room to work with, and they're going to try and take it. Is that gap in the smoke enough for Clawlin? Apparently not. A second smoke comes out to take it away, but he's going to spar off. He's going to go in straight up with a lance on a horse right now and try and jar into them with the AWP. He does manage to hit one as well. He's still alive. How is he still alive? Pasha finally silences him down, but they've only got 1 left. It's Snacks. He's found Fur. There is still a chance, but it's a desperate one. Smoke out towards CT. He's got the bomb. A flash on Cold Zero. That actually was misthrown from his teammate, but there it is. Taco's closed it, and SK, the defending champions, will return to the finals.
A series worthy of the grand final. You can see the look on Taz's face. They came so close here. Against all odds, they win Cobble. The new curveball doesn't work out for them, but we knew this game was going to be good, and it delivered on all fronts. VP coming to life towards the end there, but just couldn't do enough. That hard reset. Pasha in the 1v1 couldn't win it. And the wall from SK Gaming on the CT side, we said it would be a good map, and it suddenly delivered.
Delivered absolutely well, and so many highlights in this game, so many back and forths. The force buys, Cobblestone was a classic. And what a series overall, and hats off to Virtus Pro. They've had a lot of troubles in 2016. They make the semis here. It's been a year since they did so at a major, and they played their absolute hearts out. I have to say, Taz was excellent. Snacks in this game always on Mirage, a factor. And he was again here, but SK is just too much right now.
Absolutely. It was just an amazing series. What a great semi-final, and SK Gaming back at the grand final. We have one more semi-final today. That's against Fnatic and Liquid, another headline series, and we'll find out who comes to play SK in that final.
Well, Red Eye is on stage and ready with the winners. SK back into a final, this time under the new org. It's Fallen that he's with.
Thank you very much. Yes, Gabriel, congratulations first of all. Another grand final, well done.
Yeah, that's great. That match was one of the best matches we ever played. They played super well, so did us. That was a very intense game. I hope you guys liked it.
We certainly enjoyed it. Heart rate thumping for us. What's it like to play in a match like that?
Yeah, the feeling is unique. When you play a team like Virtus Pro, you'll never know what they're going to do. They are a team that try to fake a lot of stuff. They are a very strategical team, so it's pretty difficult to read them. So we just had to keep our composure, and the emotions were all over the place as we lost the first map. Nuke went our side. We played super well. I think Nuke is still CT-sided, so if teams pick Nuke, you have the advantage to start CT, so I think it's good. And Mirage is the home for both teams, I guess. They're super good on this map, so was us, so were. So that was insane.
Yeah, were you surprised by just how well they played on Cobble and beating you on your own map?
Yeah, so what they did is they played super passive SCT, and we didn't have the right tools to beat it. So we played a little wrong on our T side, but it's all credit to them as well. It's super difficult to hit the SCT, so props to them.
Yeah, and then 9-6, you're 9-6 down in the last map as well. Half time, you guys, I saw you talking. You were really animated. You were really talking to the guys. They were all silent. You were the one talking for what seemed like ages. What were you telling them?
So the first map, I was on the same mentality as I was in the third. I felt I would won this map 100% of the time, so that was what I was trying to pass to my team. I told them, guys, we're losing 5-3. We lost the first round because we missed the smoke. We lost the second because of a mistake. We're going to win this. So as soon as we paused it, I told them, we're going to win 16-5. Let's do all rounds because we can do it. So I just trying to hype up my team and make sure they're confident.
Okay. And in terms of looking to the forward, to the finals now, it wasn't the perfect match for you, was it? There were mistakes, there were things that you can do better, and we know that you can do better. So what are you going to talk about overnight and get ready for the final? Yeah,
we're going to talk over our mistakes, just small things that sometimes cost rounds. But basically, we need to keep playing our games and maybe do a little better reads on our opponents as we fail on T-side on Cobblestone. But we have to rest, we have to prepare ourselves for next match. We're going to play Liquid or Fnatic. Both are great teams. Of course, Fnatic's favorite, and we are waiting for a duel between SK and Fnatic, right? So let's do it.
That's what you want. One final question. Last word for Virtus Pro, just some words for such a great tournament from them.
Yeah, we just have to congratulate them. Those guys are legends. You guys here, the Polish crowd, and everyone should be very proud from Team Virtus Pro because they rock.
Okay, thank you very much. Well done. SK Gaming through to the semi-final. Well done, Gabriel.
Thanks very much, Paul Fallen there. Of course, the crowd did aid them in their victory as well. There was an uproar as soon as SK picked up that 16th. It's good to see LANXESS supporting both teams. Virtus Pro have fallen, gentlemen, and it does come down to that Mirage. I mean, it's so fresh in my mind, so I want to start talking about the end of Mirage. I guess we should probably rewind and start with the beginning. It looked promising. Can we talk about pistol rounds, Janko? Because it's happened again and again.
Yeah, Virtus Pro finishes this match with winning only 1 out of 6 pistol rounds, and it was in the second half of Nuke where the game was pretty much over. They didn't even convert it into a 3-0. They lost the anti-eco round then, so it's extremely difficult. We talked about it after the previous map. For them as a team, the way they work, they really benefit a lot from that strong start. And each time they had to claw their way back into the half, into the game. It's been like this for them throughout the tournament, not just in this particular match.
That was the map, though, where I think it cost them the most. Because on that CT side there, if they can get that pistol round, they can do so much on this map. They can win this map. This could have changed everything. It would really put a lot of pressure on the guys from SK when they're on their CT. So I think that's the one that they'll really look back on, and that cost them big.
And there were just a couple, just a few rounds in particular that do stand out. You know, that Pasha pistol round on Nuke. There was that shoddy buy, Semler, from LG, or excuse me, from SK, that, you know, we saw a jumping scout from Fallen, a couple of pistols, and they managed to pick it up.
The one saved AWP did make the difference at the end, right? And that is what, you know, that is why teams will aggressively hunt down players who are holding on to rifles, is that one AWP allows for Cold Zero to pick up a kill. It also allows for Fallen to have room to work. Cold draws attention to himself. Fallen's there with the jumping scout. Taco at the beginning with the Mag 7. I mean, everything falls into place for SK. It feels, in both of these teams, there's a bit of an element, you know, of the plow going on there, where in VP's case, right, they'll just kind of roll over people. But for SK, once that first shot comes in, sometimes it just feels inevitable. Like everything else just falls into place and it all just locks down. So this is why they are a championship-winning team.
Virtus Pro hit, well, the figurative wall. That's what Henry G described it as once the Brazilians got onto their defensive side, Janko. Can you talk as to why these problems were encountered? They were getting some mid-control, they were trying these defaults. Why did they just keep hitting this kind of Brazilian wall once they're on their attacking side?
I think the problem was that at different times when they get mid-control and they go for that three-pronged attack on the A bomb side, that they just didn't have enough resources left to go for the execute, right? In the beginning it was okay because they managed to hit their shots. The SK players were a bit out of position, but towards the end, it was actually, there was a really important round that was after the first round, VP won in the second half. You could see that a couple of their players died kind of unnecessarily that round, hunting for kills, but their economy was really weak. So following round, super important so that their money system doesn't get reset. They get mid-control, they put Pasha inside of that connector area and everything, but then they're out of utility. They have no utility left to block CT spawn with one single smoke. Fallen is waiting there with the AWP, and even though they managed to get some entry kills, they can't, you know, neutralize him. And as long as you can't neutralize that position, there is no way that you're going to get into the bomb site. And you can see it now on your screens. This is exactly what I'm referencing. You can see Pasha in connector already pushed, getting a kill, but without getting rid of Fallen here, it's going to be really difficult for you to win the round.
The key dynamic that I emphasized before we came to this map was that when Virtus.pro was winning rounds, it was clutch rounds, it was 1v2s, it was 1v1s, it was all the big clutch rounds.
Yeah.
In this last map, it felt like all of them on that second half just went to the Luminosity guys. Even when you got in a favorable position, Pasha had that crazy bit where he snuck up and got those 2 kills from behind. Then he makes the mistake and runs, so the CT who's in the site just kills him outright. All of those rounds went to the guys, SK, and as a result, Virtus.pro, when they look at the score, they only needed 1 or 2 of those, and it's a different story entirely.
August, some words for the Polish side. We wave goodbye to them in the semi-finals. Virtus.pro put up a pretty damn good fight in this best of 3.
Unfortunately, it feels like right now they're going up against a team of SK's caliber, Na'Vi. Those are the kind of 2, Fnatic if they're in beast mode. Those are the teams where VP, they kind of hit their ceiling, it feels, right? We love to say this where Virtus.pro, they match their opponents. We see them play against weak opponents, and all of a sudden they start making plenty of mistakes for some reason, you know, and it gets a bit scrappy. They play against better opponents, and they seem to rise to the task as well. The only issue is that there's just something missing when it comes to SK. As Thorin's saying, right, a lot of the rounds that VP are picking up, you know, they're scrappy rounds. They're you know, it's not very pretty to watch. When SK win rounds, however, it's 3 guys are alive at the end of that round, and they're moving on, building their economy, and everything seems to fall into place. So there's a missing element here for Virtus.pro right now. They haven't quite figured it out because they aren't quite able to keep up. They get left behind a little bit in that sort of scenario.
I've got to call out Virtus.pro on one thing.
Okay.
This is going to go down in their history as one of the big pick ban mistakes. Because when you saw how good they were on Cobblestone, and we saw how they competed on the best map for SK, what if that had been a train pick right there? What if that's even an overpass pick there as the second map? So much they could do there, so many chances where they would have had 2 shots at winning the game after they steal the pick away from SK. Instead, they basically threw that pick away completely with this crazy nuke pick that actually the fundamentally better team won anyway. So I think, okay, great performance, great job to test SK, but you're going to look back and you're going to wish you could have that one back.
Fallen raised a good point with the innate CT-sidedness of Nuke as well. Because of the pick from VP, SK just got given that CT side, and it did mean that, you know, especially when pistol rounds go the way we saw on Nuke, it was a rather one-sided affair.
It eventually just devolved into what we had predicted, right?
Yeah.
A bunch of aim fights, and if you're going to go toe-to-toe with aim fights with SK, there isn't even a weak link anymore. It used to be that link took quite a lot of flack for it was Taco. Now, you've got Taco clutching, you've got Taco wrecking people round after round, and so there's no longer a weakness there. The fact that VP, if they want it to just go into an aim fight, that's actually, you know, the wrong way to go about it, because SK, they'll thrive there. They'll take you in the tactical side, but they'll also beat you in the duels. And so, yeah, Nuke just obviously did not pan out. And the one pistol round that they did win was a fluke. And so it's just
no impact on the game.
No impact whatsoever. So it kind of just wraps everything up nicely, where VP weren't up to the task today.
And that sentence wraps it up nicely. Virtus.pro putting up a fantastic fight across all 3 maps. But your winners and victors and first grand finalists will be SK Gaming. We're finding out who joins them after our break. Will it be the North Americans? Will we see a North American side in the grand finals? Or will the Swedes do it for a 4th time? We'll find out, though. We're going to take a break. When we do come back, it'll be our 2nd semi-final here at ESL One Cologne.
No!